What's up, y'all? Schildhouse here. Welcome back to the NASCAR Thunder 04 career. Race 5 of Season 5 today, the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400 at Darlington. The last ride with Aaron's on the car. Our little contract with them is over after today's race. It's been a great ride with them as a sponsor. They really stepped it up and completely transformed our race team. It's been wonderful up to this point. One more ride with them. Hopefully we can send them out with a dub. We got a dub in the last episode at Atlanta. That was a big one. Here's the point standings coming into today's race. We got Tony Stewart by 41 points. Bob Labonte's hanging out in third. We got Dale Jr. up to fourth. Mark Martin's in fifth. Kenseth, Burton, Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, and Kurt Busch in 10th. Man, wouldn't it be cool to see Kurt Busch win the championship in Season 5? If I was going to lose to anybody in Season 5, I'd want it to be him. Godspeed, Kurt Busch. We're going to miss you. Look at some other drivers. Y'all wanted to see more of the point standings, so we got Harvick in 11th, Benson, Burton, Newman, Johnson in 15th, Craven, McMurray, Sadler, Park, and Nemechek in the 20. Mayfield, Robbie Gordon, Jerry Nadeau, David Green, Kevin Grubb in 25th, Chase Montgomery, Scott Wimmer, Kyle Petty, Ashton Lewis, and Casey Mears in 30th. There's everybody else. What do we got to work with for Darlington? We've got, let's use chassis 15. That looks pretty good. 83 grip, 84 tire wear for Darlington. Hell yeah. Engine-wise, basically the same, 79-79 or an 80-80. Let's go with engine 13. That'll be fine for Darlington. As far as bodies go, we're going to use body 15. 78 downforce, 80 drafting. Good enough. All right, we got a car rating 83. Let's take her to the track for one final time with Aaron's on the car. See how we do. All right, here we go for qualifying at Darlington. Somebody had a really good idea in the comments section on the last video when we were talking about like ways to make the game harder or try and put some, not rules, but just guidelines to follow just to make things more competitive. Somebody said just run the default setup. Don't change the setup at all. I really like that idea. So that's what I've done here at Darlington. I made one adjustment.
You're in good shape. Just hit those marks.
And we're on pole. I made one adjustment. That was to the gearing. Just so I could run third gear in 3 and 4 if I wanted to. Other than that, I haven't changed the setup, aside from going from automatic to manual. Okay, so I've made 2 changes to the setup. But you know what I mean. Like, I just want to be able to run third gear. And have manual transmission.
Awesome run. We're on the pole.
We're on the pole.
This is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall for MRN, and we're live at Darlington Raceway, the granddaddy of super speedways, in Darlington, South Carolina for the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Well, I've heard it all week, the track too tough to tame. What's that all about, Barney?
Well, we'll see a lot of drivers run right up against the wall here all race long. That makes you fast, but it can also be very costly when you make even the slightest mistake.
The 64 car has been building his reputation as a rough driver out there on the track.
He'd be better off if he'd let things cool down. It's a race, not a demolition derby.
The DuPont Chevrolet will try to use this race to gain a couple spots in the points.
I had a chance to talk to him this morning, and he's looking forward to this race. He feels they have a very strong car that can pick up some more points this week. We'll keep an eye on him.
Ryan Newman comes here with a top 10 finish average on the speedway tracks this year.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's in for another great ride. Of course, what else is new? When we're at these tracks, he always seems to have a great race.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, here we go at Darlington. Have we ever won the Darlington Spring Race? I don't know. I feel like we haven't.
NASCAR Winston Cup points leader will be
I don't remember. I feel like there's one Darlington race we haven't won. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I think we've won the fall race. The Southern 500. I think we've won the Southern 500. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Yeah, let's get it. Jeff Gordon to the outside, 73 laps. Let's go. Oh, yep. Oh, we're a little sensitive. All right, I'm a little rusty. Oh, my God. Hello. Where,
The 24 car.
where did he come from?
Okay, we're back in second. You're clear.
The car just kind of fell on its face when I shifted to third, but that's all right. Elliott Sadler gave me a jump scare. That's cool. And Jeff Gordon is going to lead lap 1. Jeff Gordon's going to lead lap 1.
Leader, stay with him.
I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. A long race here. Plenty of time. Block it up, Jeff. Block it up. All right, Jeff. That's cool, man. You get that lead. You enjoy that lead. I'm going to get you. Car's fast on straightaways, especially when I get the draft. It's very quick. But it doesn't do me any good when I catch them in the middle of the straightaway. They just block. All right, we're going to turn on to them right here. Woo! Look at that. There we go. Jeff, thanks for keeping the lead warm.
You still there?
Going to go ahead and
Number
take that lead away.
right behind you. All clear.
Goodbye. Oh, about ate that wall. Plus 5 bonus points. Let's go. Let's see. What's there to talk about? Since the last time I played this game, we raced at Las Vegas last weekend. That was, yeah, not the greatest time for the old Alpha Prime gang. We had Raja Ruth in the 44. We had Stephen Parsons in the 45. Had great qualifying runs out of both of them. Both qualified in the top 20, which I was really happy with. The team was really ecstatic about. And, of course, the drivers were really happy about that. Then the race started, and our cars went in opposite directions. Raj's car fired off really good. Stefan's car fired off really bad. As if you watch the Xfinity race, you saw Stefan just fall through the field during that first stage. Just fell through the field. He was loose on entry, plowing in the center. Car just was not doing anything that he wanted it to. Raj's car drove pretty good for him. He was happy with it. And it was just sort of a tale of two cities for our cars. But I will say I'm really impressed by both the drivers. Both did a great job all day. And the teams, the crews themselves, pit crew did a great job. And the crew chiefs did a good job. By the end of the race, Stefan was hitting top 10 lap times. They made so many adjustments to that car, and they got it driving really good for him by the end of the race. But unfortunately, by the end of the race, he was already a couple laps down. Really was nothing he could do. And so even though he had a faster car, just couldn't pass anybody, couldn't make up any time. But both cars were pretty clean. So in the end, it wasn't a great finish for either car, but it was still pretty good. Clean cars, top 25 finishes. Can't be too upset about that. As you can probably tell, I am rocking one incredible farmer's tan. You can see it here on my neck, just how tan my neck is compared to my actual body. It was a hot and sunny day, both days in Las Vegas. But on race day, there was this weird like cloud system thing, sandstorm, I don't know what it was, that sort of rolled in towards the end of the race. Really made a big difference. The wind really picked up, got overcast, but it didn't rain or anything. It was just kind of weird. But yeah, there was no shortage of sun there in Las Vegas. It was all right otherwise. Trip was fine. The travel back was a nightmare. My flight back to Charlotte took off. We're supposed to take off at 10:30 local time. Ended up not taking off till closer to midnight. And with the time difference of 3 hours, getting 3 hours back, plus a 4-hour flight, we landed in Charlotte.
The 8 car is looking high.
Where are you going, Dale? Oh, my God. Well, I was going to say Dale was closing in on us, but he just turned right. But we landed in Charlotte at like 7 a.m. local time.
Careful now.
Sunday morning, 7 a.m. By the time I got my bag, drove home, it was closer to 8. I was junk yesterday. Absolutely junk. So, not fun, but that's racing, baby. Unless you live under a rock, you know what went down between Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson. I tweeted out my feelings about it. I really didn't like what I saw there, right rearing a guy after contact at any racetrack is not cool. It's kind of like against the racer code to right rear a guy, especially a track as fast as Las Vegas, in cars that are making people retire or sit out for multiple races. It just was a terrible decision. Really bad lapse in judgment by Bubba. And then he goes up and starts shoving Larson around. Now, I think, Larson's not the biggest guy, right? He's fit, but he's not like some muscle-bound, like, alpha male warrior, right? Like, I wouldn't fight Larson, but Bubba Wallace is significantly bigger than him. And Larson didn't really put up a defense. He just sort of got shoved around and took it. But I was not pleased with what I saw. A lot of people were not pleased with what they saw. I think there should be some sort of penalty levied against Bubba Wallace. I don't think they're going to suspend him. They sort of set the precedent already. They're not going to suspend guys. So probably a points deduction, probably a monetary fine of significant value. But I don't think they're going to suspend the guy. I guess we'll find out maybe the day this video comes out or shortly after. But what do y'all think? You tell me down in the comment section. Just let's keep it civil, okay? I feel like my audience is fairly intelligent, not a bunch of heathens. Let's keep it civil, but sound off on what you think, happened there. What was your take on Wallace versus Larson? But just again, keep it simple, keep it civil, and keep it simple. Whatever. Don't be an asshole. 25 laps in the books. Clearly, Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, and Dale Jr. are the fastest AI cars here today, and they're just as fast as I am. Like, I'm driving this thing carefully, but I'm not holding anything back, really. So they're plenty quick. If I make a mistake like that, they'll be right there to take advantage of it. Tony Stewart's not that far back. Half a second back. Newman's right behind him. Dale Jr.'s not too far back from him. So, yeah, it seems like we got some pretty good competition here today. I think we're going to pit momentarily. Getting to be about that time to pit.
The leaders are pitting.
Yeah, and here they come.
Gas tank's almost dry.
Now here comes Tony Stewart. So let's see. Tony Stewart's going to get an undercut on us. We'll pit this lap. We'll see which one plays out better. Newman stayed out. Junior stayed out. So Stewart's the first one to hit pit road. That's kind of big. That's kind of significant. That's going to set the tone for the rest of this race as we approach lapped cars, who are also pitting. All right. Here we come.
Got one high. Lost the lead.
Oops. All tires. All tires. Okay. So we hit pit road. A lap after Tony Stewart. A lap 28. Let's see what happens. Let's get a good pit stop, boys. Good first run, but this thing is not a guaranteed dub. Stewart, Newman, and Junior. Oh, buddy. Come on, guy. The Jackman falls and eats shit off the wall. Love to see that. 19 second pit stop. Tony Stewart's going to be your leader. There he goes. Bye.
You're clear.
I mean,
Some of the leaders are coming.
damn. Tony Stewart is going to absolutely take us to Gapplebee's. Hey, he's gone by a straightaway. Ah! I can't believe how much that cost me. Thanks, Jack Guy. You guy. Unbelievable. Now I'm turning up the wick because we got a lot of ground to close up to Stewart.
1.5 seconds off the lead.
Well, there's Dale Jr. So, yep.
Number 8 down.
Got him by a pretty good margin. I don't know, actually. Kind of even. He was a couple seconds back from us before pit stops. So I think he probably gained time with our mistake. It's so frustrating. Best pit crew we've ever had. Guy falls on his ass. Oh, wow. That really cost us a lot. We're third. Ryan Newman's ahead of us. There's Newman, like a couple cars ahead of us. We're 4 seconds back from Stewart. 4 seconds back. Wow. So 1 lap undercut, plus the pit road mistake, put us 4 seconds behind him. Cool. Look at Newman up there, trapped behind lapped cars. Now we're 4.5 seconds back from Stewart. Oh man, I think the pit crew just gave Tony Stewart the win there with that mistake. I don't know. It's not over yet, but I'm already feeling a little defeated. And the AI cars were just, closely matched today, so we couldn't afford to make a mistake. And what did we do? Made a mistake. It ain't over. A lot of weird things can happen, but still, damn.
The 12 car is outside.
Well, if you ain't gonna pass him, Ryan, I will.
10 seconds. Number 12 is going hot.
Just put your nuts up on the dash and send it.
Stay patient. You're about
That's
4
what we did.
seconds behind the leader.
Bye, Ryan.
The 9 car is inside.
You sure you're a professional?
No, I'm not.
We're third. Okay.
I was just trying to slow down to get behind the 9 car, and once you know it, just clip him. Just clip him on the way by. Cool. Good to be playing NASCAR Thunder again.
One outside. They're on both sides. Forget about him. Focus on the race.
Trouble on the front stretch. The yellow flag is out of the field. Races back to the yellow flag. The front stretch is blocked. There's an accident. Yellow
Wow.
flag back to the start-finish line.
I get why it happened,
5 seconds ahead.
but damn, that was pretty cool. I'll give the game credit. That was pretty cool. Like, we're gonna pit. But that was a pretty cool wreck, because I made them get out of the way, and then they wrecked, and it just hooked me.
What should be changes and this
Well,
to the race.
that's a good thing, because that erases the big lead for Tony Stewart. Brings everybody to pit road.
Now for scheduled stops here on pit road.
That shakes things up a little bit right there. That was actually kind of a cool yellow. I ain't mad about it. I would have been if it had gone worse for me, but I'm not mad about it. Didn't really cost us anything. All right, pit crew, let's try to not bust our ass this time. Cool? Cool. All right, good pit stop. There we go. Let's get a little damage fixed. First off pit road. First off pit road. All right, boys. Let's go. Look at that. All right, pit crew. I got to respect it. They made a mistake, and then they redeemed themselves. That's what you love to see.
The 19 car wants to get
Yeah, that's what you love to see out of the boys. They stepped it up. They redeemed themselves. Love them. Absolutely love them. Now we got all this lap traffic to put between us and the rest of the lead lap cars. Whoever's in second place, I didn't really see it. Blocking. Oh, it's Jeremy Mayfield in second. All right. Well, have fun passing him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just stays out of the way, but he blocks me. Typical. I'm curious if, like, the guys behind me, like Mayfield, Burton, like, did they stay out? Or they take 2 tires or what? Like, something happened. I'm going to guess they stayed out. I'm just going to guess they stayed out, didn't pit. And that's why, like, Tony Stewart, Newman, Jr. are, like, way back there.
On lap 50.
They're in the top 5. I don't know where they are, but my guess is these cars behind us stayed out. Now, I don't think I'll be able to make it to the end on fuel. Probably won't be able to make it to the end on fuel. Because that's, what, 24 laps? It's going to be close, actually. It's going to be close. This could be real close. But I'll tell you, if those guys behind me stayed out, they're definitely not making it to the end. Like, I'm borderline right now, I feel like. I think it runs like 28 laps, maybe 29. Could have a fuel mileage race here at Darlington. Well, here's a stupid story to share with you guys. I logged into my YouTube creator landing page, the YouTube Studio dashboard thing, and there was a notice saying I had a copyright claim against me in one of my videos. I was like, what? Copyright claim? It's a video from back in like season 4. I think it was the Richmond, the one that was like, we're not ready for short track racing or whatever it was. But there was a segment, like I put in some extra stuff at the end because I DNF'd. So I put in some extra stuff at the end just to make the video longer so it wasn't spoilery that it was a DNF. And I used music in it, but it's the same music I used at the intro of every season 1 video. If you've been watching since season 1, you know what song that is, that I used it at every intro. It's like just that bass line riff opening. But that's what I used during that segment of that video. And for some reason, someone out there claimed it as their own. I don't know why. I don't know how. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to YouTube. Well, we got a hell of a battle going on behind us between Ward Burton, Jeremy Mayfield, Kevin Harvick. They are brawling back there.
Should be about halfway on fuel.
We're halfway on fuel. We might make it to the end. We might actually be okay to make it to the end. I haven't been shifting down here in 3 and 4 at all. I haven't been shifting.
Right front's wearing down. Keep an eye on it.
And these guys on older tires behind me, again, I don't think they can make it to the end. If they stayed out on that last yellow, I just don't see how they make it to the end. I really don't. All right, I can't do that. I can't be doing that. No Darlington stripes. That's allowing them to get way too close to me. Hey, Ward. Why don't you keep it back there, buddy? Oh, Ryan Newman blew up. Wow. One of the strongest cars in the field today. Just blew up with 10 to go. Wow. Here we go. 10 laps to go.
10, buddy. 10 laps.
We're holding on to a small lead over Ward Burton, Jeremy Mayfield, and Kevin Harvick. Question is, can we make it to the end on fuel? Can they make it to the end on fuel?
Rear's getting warm. Keep an eye out.
Intrigue starting to build here. Ryan Newman is still blowing up. There you go, Ryan. It is going to be 5 laps to go this time. We've stretched the lead over Ward Burton.
Just 5 to
About a second and a half now. It's getting close. It is getting real close on tires. This car is not very fun to drive right now. It's getting close on fuel. This thing is not over yet. One mistake for me, they're going to be all over me. I'm just trying to drive easy but fast. At this track, that's not easy to do. 2 laps to go. Leads up over 2 seconds now. Crew chief's yelling at me about fuel. We're looking for the white flag next time by. Oh, brother. This is going to be close. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right. Oh, boy. Here we go. White flag. Not your typical Darlington race by any stretch. But I think we're going to survive it. It wasn't looking too good for a minute. I thought Tony Stewart had this thing in the bag. And then we got wrecked. Fuel tank almost empty, but that's okay. We're going to make it. Stretching it out. Good to the last drop. Victory lane at Darlington, and let's go! Yeah!
That's a victory.
What a send-off for Aarons. Hell yeah. Oh, man. How much fuel do we have to do a burnout? Probably not very much. Let's see. Oops. Reverse burnout. Burn it down in front of the fans. There we go. We got enough fuel to do it. Hell yeah. Y'all like that? I liked it. Let's go to victory lane, baby. Woo! Yeah, there she is for the final time. The Aaron's car in victory lane. What a way to wrap up a beautiful relationship with Aaron's. After it went so weird and so bad at the start of season 4 with the 99 Aaron's Dream Machine and everything that took place in between, a lawsuit, Michael Waltrip, Ricky Rudd, and then putting it all back together. Winning a championship with them, a lot of wins, a lot of success, and we go out a winner with them. Just feels right. Shout out to Aaron's, theglen.com, and everybody involved. A lot of trophies. I added one more. Yeah. Margin of victory, 2 seconds for us over Ward Burton. We led 56 laps. Had one caution involving us and some lapped cars that really changed the outlook of this race. But Ward Burton gets second. Jeremy Mayfield gets third. Got Harvick, Waltrip, Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, Bobby Labonte, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon rounds out the top 10. Gordon led a couple of laps at the start of the race. Here's a look at everybody else. Where did the 20 car finish? Tony Stewart in 18th. When it looked like he had this thing sewed up after that first round of pit stops. But that's why we race them all. Never know what's going to happen. And real heartbreak as we go further down the order. Real heartbreak for Ryan Newman. Very, very fast today. He also led 2 laps, but he blew up. Finishes 42nd. Another $1.1 million in the bank for us. A proper send-off financially from all of our partners. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. There she is, the unsponsored number 64 Chevy. Haven't seen that in a very long time, so I guess it's time to do what we always love doing here. Let's take a look at our sponsorship offers for what could be and probably will be the final time. I think we are going to have some outstanding offers. Let's see what we got. Here comes the moment of truth. Who's it going to be on the primary side? Team Rusty. What is Team Rusty? I have no idea. They are going to give us $840,000 a race, $3.36 million for the bonus for 72 races. Damn, that's 2 seasons. They want us to finish in 5th, qualify in 1st, and beat Tony Stewart. That's actually kind of feasible, to be honest. I have no idea what the Team Rusty livery. Do I just take over the 2 car? Is that what that is? I guess I just take over the 2 car. I don't know. We got Georgia Power, who wants us to just get a top 5. And our old friend Aaron's Rent, just win, baby. Just win. I don't know, gang. This Team Rusty one sounds kind of interesting. I mean, $3.36 million bonus every race that we finish in the top 5, win pole, and beat Tony Stewart. I mean, how many times last year did we do exactly that? Most of the time, right? I'll put it to you guys, as always. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. What do you think we should do? Team Rusty primary wrap, or piece together the individual sponsors? Y'all tell me, and I'll think about it. Well, I guess we'll leave it there for this episode. A big decision to be made ahead of the next race at Bristol. But we got a big dub at Darlington. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to let me know by leaving a big old thumbs up on the video, some comments down below. Weigh in on the sponsors. What should we do? I want to know what y'all think. What should we do? So weigh in on that. Big shout out to the members out there as well. Y'all are the real ones. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you in the next episode at Bristol. Goddamn!